I ran across an article on a website called allbusiness.com. All business. This is already not off to a good start. And note to self, never work for a company called All Business. Their motto is probably bah humbug.
Humbug, I tell you, humbug.
I am reading this straight from their website. Allbusiness.com has come up with a sort of Advent calendar for the 12 days of Christmas. So many things wrong with that statement. Where to start? Okay, let's start with these so-called Advent calendars. The Catholic Church has what we call a liturgical calendar. It is made up of 6 seasons, the first being Advent. The start of Advent depends on where Christmas falls, with Christmas always being on the 25th of December. The Sunday prior to the 25th is the 4th week of Advent, and it kind of goes backwards from there. In the liturgical year of 2025, which starts in the secular calendar of 2024, Christmas fell on a Wednesday. That made the 22nd the 4th Sunday of Advent, the 15th the 3rd, the 8th the 2nd, and the 1st, the 1st Sunday of Advent. That means the 1st of December was also the first day of the liturgical year and also the first day of Advent. That also makes all of these Advent calendars actually Advent calendars. However, this is not typical. Looking at the liturgical year of 2026, we see that Christmas falls on a Thursday. That makes November 30th the first day of Advent. And therefore, all these calendars are merely 25-day countdowns to Christmas. At least though this particular countdown does typically and mostly happen during Advent, so we'll give them some leniency. But let's talk about why we're really here. This article goes on to break out how to do a 12 days of Christmas marketing theme starting on December 14th. That must mean that the Christmas season starts in the middle of Advent. Let's look at that liturgical calendar again. Let's zoom in to that section for a bit. Let's see. Do Advent and Christmas overlap? Well, there's the 14th. It's definitely still an Advent, so... No, the 12 days of Christmas are not a countdown to Christmas.
The 12 days of Christmas are not a countdown.
Countdown to Christmas is our favorite holiday tradition.
And once again, we invite you to join us
as we count down the 12 days till Christmas.
The 12 days of Christmas are not a countdown to Christmas, although the material world would like you to think so. That way they can get you to hurry up and buy something before it's too late. No, the 12 days of Christmas start on Christmas. This is where the Advent season ends and the Christmas season begins. We have many feast days during this period of time, including St. Stephen, St. John the Apostle, the Holy Family, and the Solemnity of Mary, Mother of God. And that is just within the first 8 days, which we call the Christmas octave. But the 12 days of Christmas, that doesn't actually end until the Epiphany, the celebration of the Magi finding the Lord and the light of the world as a child. Even still, the Christmas season is still not done with us. We still have the baptism of the Lord to celebrate. It's then we go into ordinary time before hitting Lent. Now, wait a minute. I know some of you right now are screaming at your screens saying, what about the 40 days of Christmastide? Doesn't the Christmas season actually end on February 2nd? No. The answer is no. It used to. It doesn't now. Don't you dare go into my comments and complain about it. What's done is done. I'll even put a link in the description to the liturgical calendars from the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, and you can see for yourself in both English and Spanish. So now that we've gone over all of this, let's look back at that statement earlier in the video. Allbusiness.com has come up with a sort of business advent calendar for the 12 days of Christmas. Can you see how ridiculous the idea of an advent calendar for the 12 days of Christmas is? They're in completely two different parts of the year. So don't take your lights and your tree down the minute Christmas Day is over and you have a bit of time. Celebrate and enjoy the Christmas season. Take it in. Savor it. It goes well into January. Now that you know how Advent and Christmas are set by the church, check out this video on how the Pope is selected. It's pretty amazing stuff.